parallelogram. Parallelogram. It's not like this. What are parallelograms? It's just any shape with two parallel pair of lines. With two parallel pair of lines. For example, is that a parallelogram? When these two lines are parallel and the other two lines are parallel. Is that a parallelogram?
But they have an end. Does that include?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Yes,
fine.
yeah.
They are, yes. This shape is parallel. Yes. How about this one? Is that a parallelogram?
Yes.
Yes. And these two lines are parallel, and these two lines are parallel, then yes, that's a parallelogram. It's very hard to say parallelogram, right? Okay. How about this shape? Is it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes. Those are parallel. Those lines are parallel. What do you think, guys?
I guess they will never meet each other, so I guess it is.
Yes, it is a parallel. Yes. Okay, how about this one? How about this one? This time. This is parallel. I mean, this
Nope.
was
But
forever, right? And this line was forever. They will meet, right? At that point.
but if the other two lines they don't meet, does that include all of it is not parallelogram?
Two pairs of parallel lines. So those pairs, yes. Those pairs, yes, are parallel. Yes. But how about those? This one
No.
and this one. Are those parallel? Well, no. As you can see, when you just lift arrays or beams from the end of these two lines, you'll see that they are meeting at that point, right? So that shape is not a parallelogram. Okay, guys? Do you understand what is a parallelogram? Questions? Questions? No questions?
Yes, Mr.
Yes. Who is whoever?
Abdulaziz.
Abdulaziz, yes. What is your question, Abdulaziz?
My question is parallelogram. That means they will never cross each other, right?
Yes, will not cross each other, will not intersect, will not meet. Yes, that will be. So this shape is parallelogram, and this one is also parallelogram. This one, which I just erased the half of this shape, it was parallelogram before I just erased.
I got it.
Okay. Let's get back to the file that I just uploaded. It's saying the sum of the degrees of the angles inside a parallelogram, rectangle, or square. By the way, all rectangles and squares are parallelograms, okay? Is always 360 degrees. What does that mean? we have a triangle. Sorry. We have a square. That's square. Okay.
السلام عليكم مستر ناصر.
Why
Late.
late? Why the reason you're late? Don't be late again, guys. Don't be late.
Okay, sorry.
There's a 10-minute break between two classes, so do whatever you want to do during this break. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. When these two angles are right, these two are gonna be right. Can you see it? There's no proof. This is intuitive. These two are gonna be right. You don't have to write them. Okay? How many degrees in the right angle?
90 degrees.
And how many degrees in that angle? 90. Here and here, 90. 90. What is 4 times 90? 300. 360 degrees. Even though the parallelogram was like that. Even though it was like that. So let's say, for example, this one is going to be.
100.
Question?
No. I said maybe this angle would be 120.
120. Let's say 120. 120 degrees. So this one will be also 120 degrees, and this always does. In a parallelogram, this is always going to be the case. These two, what they are going to be? What they are going to be? 60. This one going to be 60, and this one going to be 60. Is that always the case? Yes, this is always the case. Yes, this is always the case. So the sum of degrees of the angles inside the parallelogram, inside, that means the interior angles. The interior angles. I mean, guys, you can't make an imaginary angle, right? You can't just put a line over here and just make an angle for yourself, right? Or put a line from here and make an angle. These are called exterior angles. Exterior angles. In this page, in this paper, he's meaning the interior angles. The angles inside the square, the interior angles. The interior angles. So yes, the sum of degrees of the angles inside the parallelograms, rectangle and squares or square. Well, rectangle and square are also parallelogram. Is always 360 degrees. Okay? The area of any parallelogram, rectangle or square, is equal to base times height. Base times height, where B is the base and H is the height. You can regard it as the sides. How to find the area of a square? How to find the area of any square? How to find the area of a square, guys? Any square you can think of. We just multiply both sides, right? So if that's going to be B, and these two angles are right, with this mark. What does this mark indicate? Guys, what does this mark indicate? This mark indicates that all of these sides are equal. We have these marks inside the crossing any line. We're going to shade that means those lines are equal in length. Okay? So to find the area of this square, what we are going to do, we'll just multiply the b by itself, right? Which is b squared. And that's why we're calling it squared. This is from where the word squared came. Got it, guys?
We are trying to find the space, teacher.
Yes, I'm trying to find the area. The area.
Oh, you call it area. That means the same space.
Yes. Area. Area.
Oh,
To find the area of a square, you just multiply any side by itself. And for a rectangle, the same thing goes on. But this time, these two lines are equal, and these two lines are equal. But this line does not equal this line. Got it, guys?
we multiply them.
The two marks indicate that this line is equal to this line in length. And this line with one mark is equal to any other line that has one mark. Where's the other line that has one mark? This line, right? So those are equal and those are equal. Did you understand the marks, guys? Did you understand the marks? Okay.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
The same shape, the same measure.
Yes, exactly. Good, Yahya. The same measure, yes. And let's say the one side is equal to A and the other side is equal to B. And we are asked to find the area. This rectangle, this is called a rectangle. I think we all know what does rectangle means. What does rectangle
Isn't A multiplied by A plus B multiplied by B?
No.
Oh no. Just
A multiple
multiply.
B.
Guys, when we multiply A times B, we are just taking the length of A and we just repeat it by the length of B. So we are basically scanning all this area. Can you see that? I mean, imagine this marker that is in my hand is the length of A. If you multiply it times B, we are just repeating it. Repeating it by the length of B, right? To scan all this area. That is what you are doing. And that's what you are doing. So the area of a rectangle is going to be equal one side times the other side. A times B. Okay, guys? All right. Well, here in this paper, he's just saying base times height, regarding this as the base and this as the height. But you can't just regard them as two sides. The parameter of any such object is the sum of the length of the four lengths. So if you want to find the parameter, I mean, imagine that we have a thread. Thread. You all know what the thread means, right? And just take the end from here and the other end from here, and you just need a rectangle from that thread. And you have been asked to find the length of that thread. So we just change that thread to be a rectangle. Okay? How to find the length of that thread? How to find that? Well, we know that this length is equal to A and this length is equal to b. What you are going to do to find the parameter
A plus B.
a
Eta.
plus another a plus b, or 2a and 2b. 2 times a and 2 times b. Why? Because you are calculating all this length. That's the parameter. Guys, that is the parameter. Did you understand what is the parameter? The length of all the 4 lines together.
Mr. Nasser, what's the difference between this one and the last one?
Yeah, in the last one, we are calculating the area inside. We are calculating the area. Okay? While in this one, we are calculating the length of the 4 sides together.
Okay.
That's what does it mean. I mean, if you make a line, and if you bring this two and you put it here, and this one and you put it here, and that one and you just put it here, and the last one, the length of this line is going to be 2a and 2b. Did you understand what is the parameter? The parameter in a circle is called the circumference. If you are familiar with that word.
What about the square, Mr. Nasser? How do we do about it?
The same thing goes with the square. The same thing. We just add the 4 lengths together.
Oh,
Okay?
no.
Or multiply 1 length times 4. Now let's move on to triangles. The sum. Yes, what is your question? Yeah.
I want to ask if I want to get the area, I have to multiply the base with the height.
Base with the height, or one side with the other side. Yes. While the parameter, you just add the lengths together. Okay, guys? Clear?
Okay, got it.
Okay. Triangles. The sum of the degrees of the triangles inside, the sum of degrees of the angles inside a triangle is always 180 degrees. 180 degrees. If I have a triangle, like this one. And you know that this angle is going to be 110 degrees, while this angle is going to be 50 degrees. So what this angle is going to be?
20?
20.
20.
Are we going to study Pythagoras, Mr. Nasser?
Yeah, we will take the parts today. Yeah. Well, what is the time? Yeah, I think we have time to cover this. Called Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. Okay. Okay, guys. Why the equal 180? If you think about it, it goes straight line. One from here. And let's say that is equal to 100 degrees. 100 degrees. Okay? And this one is going to be 40 degrees. And this one also. What is the degrees of this angle? What is the measure of that angle? This angle?
40 maybe.
40.
40, 40.
140. But it is the corresponding angle, right? That's the corresponding angle. Remember from yesterday. How about this one? Yeah.
42.
This
40.
Yeah.
Also 40.
one, and this one also down. That's quick proof. Why? The sum of all the. Anyway, just keep in mind that the sum of all the interior angles of a square is always going to be 180 degrees. Okay, the area of a triangle is equal to half times the base times the height, where b is the base and h is the height of the triangle. Let's say, for example, that we have this triangle. And the length of the base is 16.2. And you have been told these two are equal. These two are equal. Okay? So what is the area of this triangle? How to find the area? How to find the area of that triangle?
I mean, there is some law for this. There is a law for this.
What is the base? No, you are being asked to find the area of the triangle. We want to find the area of that triangle. So what is written over here? The area of a triangle is equal to half times the base times the height, where b is the base and h is the height of the triangle.
I believe base times
16.1 times what?
times the height.
What is the height?
16.1.
16.2
16, yeah, 16.2. Yeah, 16.
divided by 2.
Yeah, all divided by 2. Okay, what is 16.2 divided by 2?
It's going to be 8 point.
8.1. You can do it. You can do it by multiplying 0.5 and 16.2. And you all remember, right, guys? How to multiply two decimal numbers times 0.5. How we are going to do that? What is 5 times 2? 0.5. Yes. That's good. Okay, what is 5 times 2? 10.
10.
5, 30 of 1. 31. And what is 5 times 1? 5 plus 3 is going to be it's going to be what? 8. And then what you are going to
81.
What's the 0? What is 0 times 16.3?
0.
0. 0.
So when you add them together,
81.
you can do that. But
The
remember,
decimal point.
when you multiply two decimal numbers, you just see how many numbers after the decimal point. And what you are going to do?
One number.
Backward. Yeah, both of them. 1 and 1. What is 1 and 1? 2.
2.
So we are going to move to the left 2 times, which is equal to 8.1. So that's 8.1. 8.1 times 16.2. You can't do it by the same method. And what is going to be? You are not going to waste time. Or you can't, by the way, you can't do it like this. 8 over 10, 81 over 10 and 162 over 10. You can't do it this way. And just multiply 81 times 162. But anyway, that's going to be equal to 131.20 or 2200. 131 and 2200. That's the area. That's fine. Okay. The last line is saying the parameter of a triangle is the sum of the length of the 3 legs. So if you have a triangle, it will look like that.
Mr. Nasser,
Yes.
I have a question regarding the last example.
What is your question, Father?
Naif.
Now,
What if we say 16.2 times 2 square, okay?
16.2 times 2 squared? We didn't square any number. We didn't square any number, yeah. We just find the area of a triangle. And what is the law to find the area of a triangle? Can you read it for me? Okay, Naif, ask me your question by the end of this lecture, okay?
Sorry.
Good. Naif. Naif.
Yes, Mr. Nasser.
Keep your question to the end of this lecture, okay?
Okay.
I'll find the parameter of this shape, a triangle. I'll find it by the same manner that we find the parameter of a square. What you are going to do? Just add the length. Just add the length of all the sides. And what that's going to be equal to? Right. So that's the parameter of this triangle. Okay, guys. Let's say that you are being asked to find the area of this shape. What you are going to do?
6 multiply 7.
6 times 7. And what is 6 times 7?
42.
How about and the height? And by the way, now let's find, okay, you have been asked to find the area of this triangle, okay, and to find this angle. First of all, how to find the area of this triangle? Guys,
It's
yeah, you see that dash,
Look,
you see that dashed line? It's for height, basically, okay? That's for height. This indicating the height of this triangle. And how to find the area of this triangle?
I believe height HP times
Now, you just want to retain the laws inside your head.
3 times 5
Times 3 times 5. So that's going to be
7.5, I believe.
no, exactly 7.5. It's 7 and 7 is 14, half a half. So yes, the area is 7.5. And what is this angle? What's the measure of this angle?
It's gonna be 50 like the other angle.
The word M before the angle sign, that means the measure of angle A. Okay? And angle sign is the name of that angle. That means the measure of angle A. The measure of angle A is equal to what?
Equal
100.
to 180 minus
Yes. 180 minus what?
minus 30 plus 50,
What is 30
which is
plus
80.
80? What is 180 minus 80?
100.
100 degrees. Okay. I didn't think that we'll have enough time today to cover Pythagorean theorem. But let's just move on.
Easy. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yeah, exactly. But there is some details.
Yeah, regarding which line is missing. There is an alternative.
teacher.
Yes.
The rules say half, milk high, and width, just for right angle or any angle.
Any triangle.
Any triangle.
So yeah. Any triangle.
Oh.
Yeah, the area of any triangle is going to be half on the base and the height. Any triangle can be called. Right triangle, 30, 60, 40, any triangle. Any triangle can be called. Okay, guys. You are given this. Okay, where the base is equal to 20 in length. And the other base, or the other side, is equal to 8. Okay? And the height equals 5. You are asked to find the area of this cake. How to find the area of that shape? Who can tell me how?
نظرية فيثاغورس.
No, we don't need it.
You don't use it?
We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need it. Yeah, by the mere knowledge that we just got, we can't find the area of this.
We use the same rule that we used earlier.
Yeah, but you need
But first we need to find the base of that area.
I think you first find
Okay, what is this shape? What is the shape?
two angles, maybe.
Yeah, two triangles.
Two triangles.
And a square.
On a square.
Square or rectangle. That should be a rectangle, right? Rectangle, yes. Yeah, this shape is two triangles and one rectangle. Okay, so what you are going to do?
We put it on the other side, the triangle.
Let's find what is the area of one of these triangles and how to find the base of this triangle. For example, maybe this one or that one, as you wish. But let's work in this one. How to find the base of that triangle? How do you think, guys? We're gonna do it.
20 minus 8.
Right? We know the height, right? The height is 5.
5.
Right? But we need the base. And how to find the base?
20 divided by 3. If it's equal.
Divided by 3? No.
Yeah, that's...
No. Well, you're not being told that this shape, I mean, even though it's divided by 3, what do you mean by dividing it by 3?
If all the three, the baseline going through all three shapes and they're equal length between one area to another, then adding them. Yes.
I think 20 distract 8.
But the length of that line.
Ah, yes.
Right?
Yes,
Yes.
this is one part, so it's gonna be multiplied 3.
So we subtract 8 out of 20, then divide it by 2. The result divided by 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't divide it by 2. We subtract 8 out of 20. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. No, you're actually right. Yeah. We subtract 8 from the 20.
By 12.
We get what? 12.
So each base of each triangle gonna be 6.
That. So that's going to be 8. And those are equal in length. Okay? This one's going to be 6 in length, and that's going to be 6. Now, all we have to do is to find the area of this triangle, multiply it by 2, then add the area of that part. How to find the area of that triangle?
15.
Half
Half
5
times 5 times 6. 15.
50. And the other
15. The same thing. 5 times 8.
30.
what is 5 times 8?
40.
40. Okay. What is 30 and 40?
70.
Absolutely right. The area of all these cases is going to be equal to 7. Are you okay with this, guy?
For fun, can we find the side lines length?
Okay. Now we need Pythagorean. Now
Yeah.
we need.
Which is 5
yeah,
squared.
Let's talk about Pythagorean. It is just one idea that we need to keep in mind, okay? Or two ideas.
I mean the essence of the rule of Pythagoras. Even if we have, like, as we said earlier, the rule is a square plus b square equals c square.
Yes.
So if provided with the length of a and the length of c, we study that earlier, the unknown, how to find the. Yeah, we move to the other side and find the missing part.
By the same math. We don't think because they are the same math.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Pythagorean. Talk about the Pythagorean theorem. We have a triangle.
Why is it theorem, not theory?
Because it's proved. It's strongly proved. There is more than 200 proofs.
So theorem is something that has been proven.
Proved, 100% certain. While theory, we're not sure yet.
Like if a person can go as speed as light.
Yeah, like the speed of light. We're not 100% sure about the speed. All the scientific facts are not 100% facts.
Yes.
Not 100% certain facts. But mathematical facts are 100%.
Okay.
The theorem is proved. Okay. You have a right triangle. You have any triangle where one of the angles of that triangle is 90 degrees. Okay? Well, first of all, this triangle is called right.
Right angle.
Right triangle. Why right triangle? Because one of the angles is right. What does it mean? One of the angles is 90 degrees.
So for this theorem to work, the triangle must have a 90-degree angle.
Yes. Yes. That's only in that case. And by the way, this is very special triangle. There is a whole discipline in mathematics called trigonometry, the study of triangles. All this discipline is based on that triangle. And it's very important. It's very special, very famous triangle. Okay? And let's regard one of the other angles as A. Okay? Which is certainly not right angle. Okay?
Yeah.
The line that is facing this angle is called the opposite. The opposite. And I'm going to give it the name O for now. Okay? And the line that is beside this angle is called the adjacent. Adjacent means beside. Okay? The longest line in a right triangle is always called the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse. Alright? Called the hypotenuse. And I'm going to give it the name H. While here I will give it the name A. Opposite O, because it starts by the letter O. X hypotenuse, A for the case. Try to name this. How much time left?
1 minute.
1 minute. Take a screenshot and please, next class, I want you to memorize the names of these lines, okay? Of these lakes. Those are very important. These sides, lakes, lines, anyway. The longest line is called the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse, okay? And for the angle A, the nearest line, or the line that's touching this angle is called the adjacent, while the line that's facing this angle is called the opposite. Okay? Guys, there is a homework. Did you see the homework? Let me just stop the recording. Yeah, and that's gonna be your first white.